64, today was day 3 of the Western Canada Sports Collector Convention, and of course I got some stuff throughout the weekend. So let's take a look. It was actually pretty good. I got, I think, higher dollar stuff than I did in Toronto. More higher dollar stuff than I did in Toronto. So let's begin. First I opened up a box of 94.95 Pinnacle Series 1. Didn't get a ton at first. It's been a while, man, it's been a while since I recorded here. The home setup, but let's begin. Some random stuff. Can't remember how many rank collections there were, but a couple decent ones. Keith Primo, Ed Belfour. It was the USA edition box. So got the Boomers insert, Brett Hull. There's only one per box. I got 2 artist proofs. Actually came in the same pack. Ted Drury and Jeff Bukaboom, so that's good. These aren't even guaranteed one per box. You know, pretty cool. Obviously, random sticker. Team Pinnacle Dufex front of Pavel Bure and Cam Neely, so that was cool. Nice pull there. Then, onto the random stuff. So yeah, this show was pretty good for the dollar boxes. Where should I begin? This probably is the least impressive one. Not that it's bad or anything like that, but nothing mind-blowing out of this one. Just some random stuff. A PC card there. The Kopitar Outburst, but a whole lot of these just random Contenders autos. I don't know if any of these are the variations. They could be, which is why I picked them up. It's all just under $1 card. So, a couple more interesting ones. Peter Mrazek Freezers, great looking insert. Prism autos. The somewhat tough die cut. Full Force, a product no one really cares about. And then it got into some, yeah, that was all $1. Bunch of other boxes there. This one was $10. Fiala dual jersey auto on a 65, just a random PC card. And then these were $5 each. Hasek jersey, Lafleur, another Hasek, 14-15 upper deck. Marian Gaborik Premier Signatures, that's cool. Don't have a whole lot of his stuff in my PC. And a Pasta Marchand dual. And then, what should we look at next? This was just in a random half-off box, so it came out to $7, Crosby Plexi. Not a big card or anything like that, but looks cool. Here's some more dollar stuff. Start off with a case hit. Not that these are a good case hit or anything. They're kind of ugly. As you can see, the holofoil, that's supposed to be the theme of the card, is not exactly easy to see unless you, when you're getting in the light, it's kind of hard to see. You gotta really get it in the light there. Yeah, whatever. There's a bunch of MVP rookie redemptions in there. I grabbed all of them. Some of them were better names too. A couple future watches, Kovalenko auto. Yeah, a bunch of these. Kane Gooley. So, another holo types. Whatever. They're cool, but they don't really sell much. These are 5 goals against, and this was in the $5 section. 1 of 3 red outbursts from this year's Series 1 that I picked up this show. Josh Manson, 25/25. This next little bit was all dollar box stuff from Hobby Box 604, plus a couple of other cards from his value boxes there. Thankfully, I got to them first, so I had first dibs at all of the new stuff. But a couple cool things, nothing super obviously high-end. These are cool, though. I don't think this is super expensive. Just a cool picture. This one's pretty cool. Yager 1112 UD canvas from Series 2. These don't pop up too much, oddly enough. The cheapest one on ComC is $35. So I don't expect to get that for it, obviously. I'm not going to price it at that. But it's decent. Clear cut leaders, not out of 10. Kind of tougher. They were certainly would have been better if it was out of 10, like they used to be. I think that's a rookie. Smaller canvases. Legends canvas, or retired canvas, whatever they're called. Another case hit, wow. Yeah, not all case hits are made equally, that's for sure. Not the biggest deal in hockey, and understandably so. I think the hockey market has case hits figured out a bit more than the non-hockey crowd, especially basketball and football. They think case hit is equivalent to super short print, which these days is not the case. It's relatively easy to find the majority of case hits in non-hockey, especially like the downtowns. They're just everywhere. But they're a case hit, so people like them. The older ones, of course, super short print. You think of like 16, 17 Studio. Those are actually tough. The new ones are everywhere. People just don't realize it. I think they're super short print. For whatever reason, they sell for a ton of money. And that's a much better looking card. Not that downtowns are ugly, but that's a really nice looking card in hand. This was priced at $30. Picked it up for myself. Diamond Cutters of Wayne Gretzky. Good looking card, eh? It's got a diamond look in there. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, I think that's 1920 Black Diamond. Cool card. Very nice. I think a lot of these newer Black Diamond inserts fairly underrated because that's a great looking card. They don't sell for a whole lot, but the inserts, the tech, it's really cool. A lot at the time. I'll take it. And some other random stuff from value boxes. None of these were $1 each, but it's kind of cool. Mega quads. Now we're doing mega jerseys in Premier. Barzal, Horvat, Dobson, and Sorokin out of 15 with 3 colors. Maybe that one wasn't $1 box. I don't know. I picked up a few of those this show. Kind of cool pasta 5-piece. Patrick Kane Superscript Retro out of 25. Kind of cool. There's Red Outburst number 2. Zach Hyman out of 25. It's great looking cards. Pasternak, Pink Leopard, kind of tough. And a Cole Sillinger Cup Rookie Auto Gold out of 36. Not as highly touted as it used to be, but still okay. Kopitar 14-15 Day with the Cup. That came out of nowhere. This was not from Hobby Box 604. Kopi Wood. Really tough card here. This just popped up. Got it for $50. Although it was originally purchased at around $5. But cool. I don't know how many 14-15 Day with the Cups I own. I have a matte green, if I'm not mistaken. But that's cool. To get a Kopitar, arguably the best one. So, I like it. Also kind of interesting too. 96, 97, I think, Fleer Mario Lemieux printing plate. It's kind of weird because it doesn't have anything on the back, which, I don't know. I can't submit it to ComC because it has no info on it. Like, realistically, somebody could just print this on a metal plate, right? Probably not the case, but see if I can get it, like, graded. Just send it off to, like, CGC for cheap through ComC. just see what happens, right? So, yep, both this and the Kopitar were from one Luongo collector on Instagram. There you go. These may be familiar. They were giving these out again. The Byron's Hot Dogs, Wayne Gretzky cards. I only got one sheet this time, but yes. I've found that selling these separated, perforated, whatever, is better, but I don't know. I probably have full sheets and singles still on ComC. I pick up a lot of those throughout the years. More dollar box stuff, of course. Never know what you're gonna find in dollar boxes. I think these are tough. The reds, I'm not 100% sure though. Some years they're just impossible to find. Dealer's Young Gun Canvas in the dollar box. Not having a good start to the year, but it would have been better at some point. Gustafson Cup rookie, sure. What should we look at next? I got this in a trade. Jeff Carter Tonight's Lineup, 1 of 1. From 22-23. I think the last year they did these. Although the lineup sheets from March 9th, 2019. Some interesting names on here. There's Johnny Brodzinski, Jeff Carter, Carl Grunstrom, Kovalchuk. I think that's a young Matt Roy. Dion Phaneuf, Alec Martinez, and I think that's Jussi Jokinen. It's kind of hard to tell. But, yeah, interesting. I can't tell who that is, though. Maybe Trevor Lewis? Yeah, interesting. And it's nice because at least Jeff Carter's on the card. I had a Matthews, and he was not pictured on the card. What next? Let's look at this. Random lot I got. Luongo Tim Hortons jersey from 16-17. Kind of weird. Not in a bad way, of course. Just, you wouldn't really expect to see one of these around just floating. A KSA graded 2020 Upper Deck canvas. Not that that's a product. Capo Caco Fanimation. This is one of the rarest years of Fanimations. There's a couple. 18-19, I think, was the first year. Maybe 17-18. Whatever the first year is really difficult. Second year too. And this year, for whatever reason, is very difficult. Although I think the first one is the hardest to find. But, yeah, I bought a Binnington for $1 at an Edmonton show years ago. Not a lot of money for that. Currently, none of the 2021 ones on ComC, which kind of shows you that these probably were not on ePack, making these quite rarer. So that's good. It's $20. I think it's fine. I'm gonna crack it. And then this Bobby Orr 14-15 Trilogy Ice Grips Group A auto. Get it out of here. It's actually pretty nice. Might just stick it in that sleeve. That's not bad. These never come perfect, right? So, but not bad. Auto's not faded, not scratched either. The auto, at least. If you've owned any of these ice grips, you know how they come. They're usually not great. Just how it is with the players moving them around and whatnot, and production issues. And I guess that leaves us with certainly my best lot of the show. Pretty good cards in here. This portion was in the dollar box. So we got a McKinnon Yakupov canvas checklist. Young Guns canvas checklist. And then a bunch of other random stuff. That's the photo album back. Some update base. an exclusive Young Gun in the dollar box. Who cares? Because it's Hunter Shinkarik. Victor Fast, at one point, kind of popular player. Let's see, a silver. A couple of these. The Blaster exclusive golds. That's a gold. I think these are okay. Gotta redeem that. I'll set that aside. As long as it's not expired. If it is, oh well. I'll still give it a shot. Yep, there's that. And then more interesting stuff for the lot. I'll go Red Outburst number 3 of the show. Sergei Bobrovsky, 11/25. Cool. A pop count 10. These weren't in the dollar box, by the way. Pop count 10. Rookie of Will Smith. With a print run of 10, at least stated print run of 10. Interesting. What do I show next? Some pretty good cards here. I'll show this one because it's weird. A Sign of the Times 4 of Mario Lemieux, Marcus Naslund, Ron Francis, and Glenn Murray. Yeah, it's weird. 10/10. It's a good price though. Yeah, I had to look it up. These players are all specific to the 95-96 Pittsburgh Penguins. They didn't play with each other, the 4 of them, at any other point in time. By then, Marcus Naslund was shipped off to Vancouver the year after, and I don't believe Glenn Murray was there the year before. So, a strange quad, because to my knowledge, they didn't do anything notable together, the 4 of them. But, interesting. Of course, they didn't play on a line with each other. Maybe, I don't know, the first power play unit for the 95-96 Pittsburgh Penguins that didn't win a Stanley Cup or anything like that. I don't know. A really cool Ovechkin shield. Supreme patches. Probably the thumbnail card, I would think. It's the Centennial patch right there. Or the one on the other arm. I think there's one on the other arm. But it is specific to the 2017 NHL All-Stars Skills Competition, which is that picture. So there's a chance this could be that exact patch right there. Should there not be another one on the other side. But I can't remember. Yep, definitely not a fake patch because I have one from the same year of Corey Perry. I got this at a Toronto Expo years ago. Yeah, 2 fake shields. And then a Crosby 14/15 Seismic Gold. I haven't checked the condition of this yet, but that's a pretty popular card. A lot of these are locked away in collections. I'm probably going to keep this one. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet, but probably keep this. Maybe keep this. It's weird. I'll definitely keep this. Yeah, I opened some of this. I actually pulled the plate, Crosby plate, way back in the day. 14/15 platinum, but 6/50. The centering's nice. I'm gonna take it out of here. May as well look at it together, right? See if it's grade worthy. And my first impressions is that it is. So perhaps I will get this graded. Maybe the bottom edge down there's a little iffy, but you never know with PSA, right? And I can just flatten that out. But yeah, that was a pretty good $800 lot for everything there, including those dollar cards. This I know it's good. I've already gotten some offers on it, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I am curious to see. Of course, I like Crosby stuff. I understand the collecting significance of this card, but I am curious to see, how something like this will do in, 10, 20, 30 years. Because realistically, this is only a 10-year-old card, right? Platinum's only 10, 11 years old. And sold stuff like atomic refractors, right, from Bowman's Best out of 100 for a ton of money. So I'm curious to see how something like this will shape up against that. You know, how this will do against like the Z Golds or the atomic refractors or the StarQuest Golds, maybe even stuff like that, right? So this is probably one I'm going to hold on to. Probably get it graded. Probably come back in 9 and be happy with it. But we'll see. Maybe I won't get it graded. Who knows? It is a quite attractive card raw. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Comment all your comments down below. It was a decent show. Nothing crazy, but better than anticipated considering the Pokemon takeover we've gotten in Vancouver here. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.